What's up everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video you will learn how torque at wheel changes on shifting gear and what is the condition for stable gearbox. So without spending much time, let's start now. Here is your tire with effective radius of Rw, rotating with angular velocity of omega w and moving forward with velocity Vx, where Vx can be given by Vx equals to Rw multiplied by omega w. The tire is also experience a traction force Fx in forward direction given by Fx equals to Tw divided by Rw, where Tw is the torque at wheel. Now here you can see that the engine is supplying a torque Te to the gearbox having efficiency of eta g and is at ith gear ratio Ni. The gearbox output torque Td is supplied to differential of efficiency eta d and gear ratio of Nd. So the gearbox output torque Td is given by Td equals to Te multiplied by Ni multiplied by efficiency of gearbox, and the relation between the angular velocity of engine and the gearbox output is given by omega E equals to Ni multiplied by omega d. Similarly, the output torque by differential is given by Tw, that is the torque at wheel equals to Td multiplied by efficiency of differential multiplied by Nd, and the angular velocity of differential omega d is equals to Nd multiplied by omega w, where omega w is the angular velocity of wheel. From these three equations, we get omega E equals to Ni multiplied by Nd multiplied by Vx divided by Rw. And from these two equations, we can write the torque at wheel Tw equals to efficiency multiplied by Ni multiplied by Nd multiplied by Te. We know that the torque by engine is approximated by this equation. On solving equation 1, 2 and 3, we get the torque at wheel Tw. The values of P1, P2 and P3 can easily be calculated if we are having the maximum power Pm of engine and the associated angular velocity omega m. You can see from the equation that the torque at wheel depends upon gear ratio of ith gear. Let's take an example for understanding how torque changes on shifting gears. Here I am having a car of mass of 1500 kg with tire effective radius of 0.325 meter and the efficiency of drivetrain eta equals to 0.85. The maximum power of engine is Pm, which is equals to 206 kilowatt at an associated angular velocity omega m equals to 6800 rpm, which is approximately equals to 712 radians per second. From the values of Pm and omega m, we can calculate the values of P1, P2 and P3. The gearbox is having a gear ratios of N1 equals to 3.5, N2 equals to 2.5, N3 equals to 1.5 and N4 equals to 1. The reverse gear is Nr equals to 3. The differential is having a final drive ratio of Nd, which is equals to 3.2. On putting all the values in above equation, we get the torque at wheel in terms of ith gear and the forward velocity. Similarly, the angular speed of engine can be written as omega E equals to 9.846 multiplied by Ni multiplied by Vx, where in Ni, I equals to 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now let's shift some gear. Currently the car is at neutral position. The curves here are between torque versus velocity in meter per second and angular velocity versus velocity in meter per second at different gear ratios. On shifting to first gear, Ni equals to N1 equals to 3.5, we get the maximum torque at low speed. Then to second gear, we get less maximum torque at increased value of speed. Now shifting from second gear to third gear, again the speed will increase, and on fourth gear, we will have maximum speed and lowest maximum torque. So just with some values of engine and gearbox ratio, you can easily plot the curves between torque and velocity, and study of these curves can help you to understand the change of torque at different vehicle speed and at different gears. Now, if you plot the curve of ideal engine, that is the engine producing constant maximum power P0, we will get torque inversely proportional to velocity. The ideal engine curve will form envelope for series of torque speed equation curves. Let's see now the condition for stable gearbox design. From previous equations, we can write omega E equals to omega W multiplied by Ni multiplied by Nd, which gives us omega I equals to Vx divided by Rw multiplied by Ni multiplied by Nd. This is engine speed at ith gear. Now on shifting the gear to Ni-1 and keeping the same vehicle speed. The gear shifts from Ni to Ni-1 and the angular speed of engine changes from omega I to omega I-1. As you know, the gear ratio for lower gear, that is, the value of Ni-1 is greater than Ni, and the vehicle speed is constant on shifting the gears. So, omega I-1 will be greater than omega I, and omega I-1 should be less than the maximum engine speed omega max. Here we are having equation of omega I-1 at constant vehicle speed Vx. From equation 1, 2 and 3, we can write omega I-1 divided by omega I equals to Ni-1 divided by Ni. So, a constant relative gear ratio at constant vehicle speed can be a simple rule for stable gearbox design. The constant ratio Cg is equals to Ni-1 divided by Ni. This ratio is used as a condition of stable gearbox design. This much for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any queries regarding the video, you can comment in the comment box. Do like the video. If you find the video useful, do share it. Also, subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. If you want to check my blogs on vehicle dynamics, automobiles and softwares, you can check on my website. The link is in the description box. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring.